In 1892, a shocking case shook the quiet town of Fall River, Massachusetts, and captured the imagination of the entire country. At the center of it all, a woman named Lizzie Borden, who became one of the most talked about figures in American true crime history. Lizzie lived with her father, Andrew Borden, a wealthy but famously frugal man, and her stepmother, Abby. From the outside, their home seemed like any other respectable household, but beneath the surface, tensions ran high. Lizzie and her sister, Emma, reportedly had a strained relationship with Abby, and money matters seemed to fuel the family discord. On the morning of August 4th, 1892, the quiet routine of the Borden home was shattered. First, Abby Borden was discovered upstairs, unresponsive in the guest room. Not long after, Andrew returned from his morning errands, only to meet a similar fate in the family's parlor. The town was horrified, and whispers of suspicion quickly spread. Attention soon turned to Lizzie, who had been home during the time of both incidents. Her statements to the police were inconsistent, sometimes saying she was in the barn, other times claiming she didn't hear anything unusual. Then came another puzzling detail. A few days after the tragedy, Lizzie burned a dress, explaining it had been stained with paint. But many couldn't help but wonder, was there more to that story? By June of the following year, Lizzie stood trial in what became one of the first true media spectacles in American legal history. The press covered every moment, and the public couldn't get enough. The prosecution built its case largely on circumstantial evidence, no eyewitnesses and no confirmed murder weapon. Lizzie's defense team, led by a former state governor, painted her as a respectable, well-mannered woman, insisting she couldn't possibly have committed such a terrible act. After less than 2 hours of deliberation, the jury delivered its verdict, not guilty. Though Lizzie walked out of the courtroom a free woman, her life was never the same. Despite inheriting her father's fortune and moving into a grander home, she faced years of social isolation and ongoing suspicion. Her name became immortalized in a famous rhyme that's still repeated today: Lizzie Borden took an axe. But here's the twist. Despite endless theories, books, and films, the case remains officially unsolved to this day. And the house where it all happened, it still stands, and has even been turned into a bed and breakfast, welcoming guests who are curious, or maybe even a little brave. The legend of Lizzie Borden lives on, a haunting reminder that some mysteries are never truly put to rest.